Hey guys, so let's look at the example limiting reactant on, I think it's slide number 71. In this question we're given the balanced equation of hydrogen and oxygen forming water. I believe this is in a hydrogen fuel cell. We're given two values, 1500 grams of oxygen, 150 grams hydrogen. Now mass can be deceiving, so we always have to compare moles here. So let's convert both of these first into moles. So 1 mole of oxygen is equal to 31.998 grams, which works out to 46 point, we'll use all four significant digits here because it's unclear in the question. In the end, we'll probably round it to 2 sig figs for our final answer. So we got 46.88, oops, not grams, because grams canceled. It's moles, O2. Silly goose. Okay. So 150 grams of hydrogen. Let's convert that into moles of hydrogen from grams. Uh, 150 divided by 2.0158 gives us 74.4, and that's moles of hydrogen because grams canceled. Now, this ratio is really kind of challenging to work with here, so let's simplify it. Let's divide 46.88 by itself, 46.88. That would mean we get, for every 1 mole of oxygen, let's divide 74.4 by 46.88. So we're dividing both these numbers by the smallest value. This divided by that smallest value is 1. This divided by that same smallest value is 1.59 moles of hydrogen. Now in the equation, we need 2 moles of hydrogen for every 1 mole of oxygen. We don't have 2 moles. We don't have enough. This is our limiting reactant. Once you've figured out what your limiting reactant is, you can then proceed to answer the question, which is how many grams of water can form? We're going to use our limiting reactant of hydrogen for this calculation. So let's look. We get 150 grams of hydrogen. Our first step, convert it to moles of hydrogen. Next step, once we've converted grams into moles of hydrogen, we're going to solve for moles of water, our product. Now this is a 2-to-2 ratio, which we can simplify to 1/1. Finally, let's solve for, now that moles of H2 are gone, we're left with moles of H2O. 18.015 grams of water for every 1 mole of water. Moles of water will cancel, and we're left with our final answer, which is 1,340 grams of H2O. So remember, in every limiting reactant problem, figure out which of the 2 given values is our limiting reactant. Once you've figured out that hydrogen is limiting reactant, every calculation after this starts with that limiting reactant.